Sefer Nezikin, taking place in Lubavitch Mesivta of Chicago, and welcome to all those that are watching via broadcast. We know the Rebbe very much encouraged this Yiyun Rambam, as the Rebbe explains in the Sicha, Shabbos Parshas Ve'era, Tashmim Ches. First of all, like all in Torah, there's an Indian to make a Siyum in Torah, and besides that, it really adds a tough in the learning of the Rambam itself. And we have to add as much as we can in this. The Rebbe says that there has to be a way of Reim Ad Hadas Melech. As you know, Reim Ad Hadas Melech means that every single person is Negeah. So every single person, by coming here, you are being part of Reim Ad Hadas Melech, and we need you. We also know how much the Rebbe encouraged the making of the Siyum Rambam, and not just on the whole Machzor, but also on every single Sefer. So without further ado, I'd like to call up a Bacher and Shigimel to make a Siyum on Sefer Nezikin, Yudi's honor.
The Rambam ends off Sefer Nezikin and Hilchos Yitzed Shmeiras Nefesh with the Halacha saying, the enemy who talks about in the Torah, he's not a random person from the nations of the world. El Yisrael, rather he's a Yid. How can it be that you have an enemy who is Jewish? If the pasuk says, the Torah says, that you can't hate any of your brothers in your heart. So Amar Chacham said, if he's the only person who saw this man do an aver and he warned him like Chazar and he did stop, praise the mitzvah l'seinei is the mitzvah to hate him and until he does teshuva and repents from his evil ways. And even though he hasn't done teshuva yet, if he sees that his donkey is struggling under the load, there's a mitzvah to help him out. He shouldn't leave it to die. Because if you leave him waiting there, maybe robbers will come and kill him in order to get all his money. And the Torah is very machmid on Jewish lives, being ashamed, being tzaddikim, whether they're ashamed, whether they're tzaddikim, ashamed, nilvim al Hashem, because they really believe in Yiddishkeit and Hashem. Hashem basically says that I'd rather that we have to keep Hashem alive because rather than do tshuva than die. Legal hills and Sefer Nezikin. Also, Commission of Perokim, Shade for Shiur, Perokim, 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 Perokim,
and now to make the haskala on Sefer Nezikin, I'd like to call a Bacher and Shiralev, that's a Kedanir. Please make the haskala.
Hashem Hashem Kal Elam, Rishis Kal Makne Chachma, Kal Kinyan Kal Kinei Vino. Sefer Nezikin, Hafez Nechira, Parak Aleph Halacha Aleph. Hamakach Ene Nikna B'Dvarim. Something that someone wants to buy is not able to make a kinyan on it with words only. Even if there are Eidim. Ketzad, an example that Rambam gives. I'm selling you this house. Person tells that to someone else. I'm selling you this wine. I'm selling you this servant. Hatomim, and they agree on a price. And the buyer wants it. He says, I'll buy it. And the seller wants it. And he says, I sold it. And they talk to the Eidim, both of them together. Be Eidim for this transaction. This does not accomplish anything. It's as if they never said anything. It's the same thing when someone wants to give matana to someone else.
We know that Rebbe always talked about violence in Rambam, which would be Divrei Torah. So I'd like to call up Mashpia and yeshiva, Rabbi Chaim, Scharf, to please take the words.
First of all, like was mentioned before, it's very convenient that we're getting together for the Siyum Rambam. Tiny to me, the Talmid. Learn every day. It's very, very geschmack from Rambam, day after day. So the idea of having the Siyum Rambam, the celebration, is to be chazik, nayachais, and Rambam. Just to say on the Kudah, on the Siyum of Sefer Nezikin. So a few days ago, towards the end of the Sefer, so we learned the famous halacha that Talmid shegola maglin rabbi ima. If a Talmid was a makin nefesh b'shgaga, he killed someone with moral Islam b'shigi, so he has to go to the Ari Mikvat, and Rabbi has to go with him. Has to move out of the city and move into the Ari Mikvat to continue teaching his Talmud. And Adkan is where the Rambam quotes from the Gemara. Then the Rambam continues and says on his own that a reason for this halacha, that Bali Chachma, those that master Chachma, those that seek Chachma, their whole life is Chachma. So if you have to provide a Talmud with all his needs, like the halacha is, to live properly in the Ari Mikvah, so for such a yid, part of his needs is that his Rabbi should come into the Ari Mikvah with him. The shaila is, why did the Rambam feel like he has to add this reasoning that the Gemara doesn't say? The part is that the Rambam is answering a question that someone could ask. If you learn the Gemara, it's mashma from the Gemara, that even a Talmid she'ein hokum, even if it's not a proper good Talmid, a Talmid which rejects the learning and the Torah of Israel, also for such a Talmid, the Rav has to go to the Arvin. The child is what? So the Rambam is explaining that it's two kinds of Talmid. Is Bali Chachma, masters of Chachma, they master what the Rav teaches them. So for sure they're deserving that their Rav should come to the Ari Mikvah with them. And then we have the Talmid she'ein hokum. Like I mentioned before, he rejects the teachings of his Rav. He rejects going in the ways of his Rav. So you would think, like we said before, that he's not deserving for his Rav to come into the Ari Mikvah. So the Rambam, if you look at his behavior, it's just what he's saying this. The Pnimius, he's nidbak sheva. He's crying, he's seeking. That's why he's a Talmud. He wants to hear from the Rav. And therefore the Rav has the achrayus to ignore the chitzonis, to ignore the chitzonistic behavior from this Talmud, and go out of his comfort zone and go into the zone of where the Talmud is right now, which he became a herded nefesh b'shgaga, and to continue teaching him until he's megala in him, that the essence is taka a Talmud hope. The Rav is a murdik Rav for someone in the position of a Mashpia, someone which is in the position of a Makab. And the Rabbi said that every single yid, in certain aspects is a Mashpia, in certain aspects is a Makab. In this position that a yid finds himself as a Mashpia, even though, for example, Siyum or other situations, he finds himself as a Mashpia. So a person has to know that even someone that's rejecting your message, even someone which is closing his ears to what you have to say, and if I can't, he's doing the opposite, and you want to just focus on the Bali Chachma, not the other Talmud she'ein hokum. So the Rav from this halacha is that no, you have to be able to see through all the things you can hokum and see that he's a Bali Chachma, that he's a Mevakshel, that's crying out to be closer to the Eibishter. And you have to be able to, as a Mashpia, go out of the comfort zone of your space and go into his world and to figure out how can I be Mashpia on him to say, yes, I want to do another mitzvah, whatever the hashpah happens to be about. And also ultimate kabbalah, the ultimate Rav is the Eibishter, because we are all the Mudi Hashem, we're all Talmidim of the Eibishter. But every yid finds himself in certain mitzvahs, certain inyanim, he feels like He feels like this in the Torah, I mastered, I love it, I connect with it. But certain inyanim we reject. Certain inyanim we feel like I'm a talent she'ein ha'odim. I don't feel like I'm following the Eibishter in these inyanim. So the Rambam is telling us, the Rabbi is teaching us, the Rambam is telling us, maybe she's not in spoil from all these inyanim. Maybe she's not in spoil how what you say about yourself. And these things I don't care about. So maybe she says, I know you are a Hashem. I know you want. I see the Pnimi is not spoil from the things. And therefore, David says, I'm going to send you down. I'm going to come down. And I'm going to give you a tremendous amount of purity, specifically in this area that you say, no, I'm no shadows of David. David says, no, I'm your Rabbi. I'm going to come down and I'm going to take care of you. Even just knowing this halacha, knowing this fact that Rambam is teaching us, gives us such energy, gives us such confidence, gives us such a strength to be able to overcome those things that we felt like, oh, this I can't serve the Eibishter, this part of me I can't change. So we know no, the Eibishter is not responsible. And we frag us our Chassidim and a Rav, the pastors and the Halacha is talking about a Rabbi and Mufa. A Rabbi and Mufa is talking about not some a teacher, but a connection between a Rebbe and a Chassid. And a Chassid maybe sometimes feels like, at least in certain days or certain moments, I'm not a chassid Hagu. So we know from this halacha, the Rebbe says, I'm not the spot for what you're saying. I'm going to come to where you are. And I'm going to send you a message somehow, in some creative way. I'm going to send you a message to where you are, to energize you, to awaken you. And we have the three functions, to listen to the message and to do something about it, or to continue rejecting it. The Rebbe is never going to give up until we say yes. We pick up and we take the characters and we change our life. But the Rebbe talks about the Sikha, the Rebbe ends off the beautiful for bringing, the Rebbe ends off the Sikha, very hard to Sikha. The Rebbe ends off that Talmid Sheglover reminds us of us being adults. And the Eibishter has a chiyuv, k'vayokum, to come and help us even in the last moments when we're still adults. So even just taking, just to end off, to take from this halacha, the Eibishter should not be with us in Golos. The Eibishter is with us in Golos, and he should show us clearly the protection of people around the world, the protection specifically in Eretz Yisrael, and he should give koiches even to all those that are in a position of making decisions of the security of Eretz Yisrael. The Eibishter should give them the right koyach and the right oimitz, the right confidence and assurance to be able to listen to the Rebbe say how the Mishal and Israel should act without being small, to be strong, to do what's best for Eden. And the Ikir and the current Mamish, we should go out of the Golos together with the Eibishter, and the Rebbe will lead us to be as Mashiach Keynote Yishlayim HaKiddush, the current Mamish.
Scharf. I just want to end off. We know one of the miles of learning Rambam that I've explained is that everyone is learning the same thing together. And it's Pashut Indian in Avos Yisrael and Achos Yisrael. Especially now, the Matzah Oil is very important to increase in that Achos Yisrael. So we should talk about Zechazayin that through the Achos of everyone learning Rambam together, Zechat, Gumtus, Shlema, Umbala, Ares, Deus, Hashem, Kamayim, Yom, Nefas. Umbala,